Hey, good evening, everybody. Welcome to On Track Tuesday. It is May the 28th. How about that? Almost June. Hope everybody can hear me okay. See who we have up here. Hope everybody had a good Memorial Day weekend. I know I sure did. She had some good weather finally. Hey, Lynn, Dave's not here, man. Dave's not here. I got a train crossing over up top. Boy. So, yeah. Last minute today, just on my way back from, I ran into a guy on Marketplace selling a GP30 B&O unit. Keep them over here because it's sitting here. And he wanted $30 for it, brand new in the box. I said, okay, sounds good. It was about 15 minutes from me, 20 minutes from me, so I went over and picked it up. Just got back like 15 minutes ago. He had to do it today. He couldn't do it till later in the week. Wigwag, good evening, buddy. This is my buddy Chris. How's it going, Chris? Tennessee River? Hot dog pilot Andy. Good evening. Mike Hitcho Trains, good evening. And 1 minute left. Tammy and Ray, good evening. How are you? Hey, there's my buddy Daryl. Talked to him this afternoon around lunchtime. See how he's been doing. And I didn't do much YouTube at all over the weekend. This first time today was the first time I've been down here since I did my show on Thursday. So, hey, James. How you doing? Hey, sorry I missed you guys' show last night. Had family over, and the time they left, it was kind of late. Grandpa Rose, how you doing, buddy? Let's go kill. Man, it was good to see you last weekend. It was a good time, really good time. Sparky's meet and greet up at Reading and Jim Thorpe up to in that area was a really good time. It's good to see people I haven't seen in a while. Hey, Awesome Possum, how are you? I do have a train running up on the top here. You can kind of see it intermodal, but it's hard to see. I have to put a camera up there. Hey, Joe. I was just watching, I think yesterday morning, your video from a few days back on your U-boat / B30 or whatever. Yeah, I'm like you. I don't know. Look close enough to me. Man, it's going to be a mess. I'm taking one of these out of the box in a long time. I know there's a way. A certain way. Don't lose the parts, dummy. Yeah, so anyways, that's what I picked up. You know, they come in the two-piece shell. So it's nice. Got the rays on it. I don't know what they call that. It's got a capital dome with the ray. I don't know. I'm debating what I want to do with it. Part of me wants to make that a Crooked River and Eastern unit. Part of me wants to run it as is. What I did have to do was I had to order some gears because all 4 gears are cracked, which is a common problem. You know, common problem with these. You know, I expected that. But for $30, it was $8 plus shipping for the gears for 6 of them. So I can't complain there. Hey, guess what? I'm behind. How about that? Amazing. I know you guys are shocked. Hopefully everybody can hear me okay. So we just said hi to Dave BNSF, and I didn't see him up here. I know he's there. Hi, Dave. Hey, 27th HO scale steel modeling. Steel mill modeling. How are you, man? I haven't seen you in a while. How you been? So it was kind of a busy weekend. I got an early Father's Day gift. Home Depot had a bunch of power washers on sale, and I needed a new power washer. So went and got that Friday night after work. And then we we found Dave. Yeah, the old Chessie system. Picked that up at Timonium. Thanks, Joe. Yeah, I'm a Chessie guy. CSX, man. I know you guys say it ain't the same, but literally it is the same company. What was I talking about? Oh, so because we were having a party yesterday, we had to get the deck in the back all cleaned up and the gazebo and everything. So I bought the power washed the deck and back of the house, and then I had my new toy. So Saturday I decided we got to paint the front deck porch. So I power washed all the whole paint and everything off. Yeah, that's a good price, man. Actually, he wanted 40. I said, well, I could give you 30 and come get it today. He's like, okay, that sounds like a deal. You come now and get it. $30 it is. So sounds good to me. And it does run. I tested it on DC, and it's DCC ready, the Protos. If I wanted to just put a regular 8-pin chip in it for, without sound and that, I could do that just to use it. And it runs. The motor sounds great, but you hear the thump of the cracked wheels, the gears. And when I pulled it apart, you can see the cracks. So that's okay. Like I said, I expected that. So I'm not upset or nothing over it, especially for $30. Geez. Best I saw on eBay was like 60. And it just shows you're even getting, 50-ish or so, depending on if they're brand new. And most of them aren't brand new in the box, or if they are, they want more for them. It's 300 Canadian, maybe. It might be, I don't know. Floyd Robbins, how are you, sir? John Benecki. Good evening. There's Steve, Cowboy Steve. So, Floyd Robbins. And there's Curly. Curly Express. All right. I did some weathering earlier today and finally braved it and did a couple locomotives, but they're still drying. I'm afraid to pick them up. I still get heavy-handed, guys. I mean, I didn't plan on going too heavy with them, just more of a fade, but I just don't know what it is, man. Hey, Split Rock. Thomas, how you been? I don't know if because it's the airbrush, I don't see it. So I keep going until I see it, but by the time you see it, it's kind of too much already. I think that's my problem. I mean, I have pretty good lighting where I'm working. So I don't know that it's that. Hey, Scott Waycross. Sunday afternoon, I finished completed track plan from any rail, but trouble with staging yard of designing it. And when it comes to spurs for industry, I can't figure out what I want. Well, that's half the battle. Is it called a sunburst? I don't know. Yeah, it's a really nice locomotive. Like I said, the extra parts are still in the bag. It was everything was still taped shut and everything. So I don't know. Like I said, originally I thought maybe I would strip it down and paint it for the CRNE, but now that I see it, it's kind of hard to want to do that, you know. So we'll see. Sunspots. Southern Highwood for years. Yeah. And Proto makes a nice product, man, you know, especially for the time that they were, you know, brand new. They were really pretty highly detailed. Even the molded on stuff is, you know, nicely defined and, you know, not like real chunky. And, you know, some of the companies get real heavy handed with the paint and everything. Hey, Ray Bertelson. You know, sunburst. Yeah. So, yeah, that was my excitement today. Yeah, it's okay, Steve. I can't keep up with them. I'm not driving. I'm just sitting here. Hey, Kyle, I think what happened was I seen this for $30, and you know I passed on those B&O GP30s from Scale Transit like you got. So I think I felt like I had to buy some. I had to buy one. I don't know. I couldn't pass the deal up though when I saw it. And then I'm usually kind of a little leery about the Facebook Marketplace. You just don't know. So you know, I knew the neighborhood enough where the guy lived. So I wasn't like I was going into a shady area, but you know, just never know anymore, man. Let's see here. Steve. Hey, Jimmy. How you doing, buddy? There's Wesley. Good evening, Wesley. Yeah, thanks. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Yeah, so like I said, Saturday I went ahead and I power washed the front porch because you know, the floor we stained, so I wanted to get all the old like it's not covered really, so I get a lot of there's a big tree up front, so I get a lot of that green algae and stuff on there. So I got all that off and all the loose paint. So it's ready for painting if we now it started raining. Thankfully the weather held out real nice yesterday because we had everybody over here. Didn't start raining until later in the afternoon, so it's been kind of on and off raining all day. I think this coming weekend is supposed to be pretty nice. So there's BNSF Dave and Scale. I've never seen somebody say hi to you before, and then I couldn't find your post. Carolina Dave, what's up, buddy? Carolina Foothills. Good to see him last weekend too. It was a good time. Hey, Mike, Deep Run Railroad. I don't remember if I said hi to you yet or not. We're just trying to catch up. Trying to wake up. Jesus. Yeah, gas, propane, lead free for the lawnmower. Oh, it's my wallet hurts. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I couldn't tell how much propane I had left, so I went and exchanged. I have one for the grill and one for we have one of those propane like fire pits, you know, for the up on the deck. And so I took that to use for the grill a couple weeks ago, and then I went and filled up the one from the grill because it felt pretty light. So I knew I had a full one at least in case I ran out. Kind of sucks when you're the one cooking and you don't have propane. So, but I've been there. Like my brother-in-law, last Labor Day or something, had me bring. He forgot to get it. Wasn't sure how much he had, so I brought my tank over just in case. You know, we didn't need it, but I had a pretty full tank. So, you know, one of those things. See my video of them, Dave, is my first scale translux. DCC, right? Yeah, I saw the video, man. They're beautiful. I said, man, I kind of regretted not getting them, but it's kind of out of my era. Well, it is out of my era, and with having those other ones on pre-order, the Heritage units, I was like, man, that's money I don't need to spend. Wanted to spend, but trying to save money for those. Plus, I still need track and stuff to finish up the yards and stuff up here on the second level. So there's that. Thunderstorms tonight. Yeah, I think we're supposed to. Starting Thursday is supposed to be decent, temperature-wise, and spare tank for the griddle. Oh, my grills are charcoal. Yeah, that's smart. Buzz back over mid-engine Corvettes racing through downtown Lima. Huh. Better watch. Barney gonna get them. So yeah, that's all battery out. Oh, you're talking about yeah, I still have a gas lawnmower. It's old. I mean, I bought it when we moved in here like 15 years ago. Runs good. It's a mulching mower, so I don't bag it or nothing like that. But as far as like my trimmer, string trimmer, and I got a new one of those end of last year. Or was it for Father's Day last year? I don't remember now. It's made by Greenworks. It's like 40 amp or 40 volt, whatever the hell they are. I don't know. So I don't mind the battery operated stuff for certain things, like something like that. They like the battery operated drills and stuff like that. I just can't see the sense in like a car being battery operated, but I mean, hey, each their own. Let's see, Kyle, let's check on the requirements for soundtracks and scale trains. There's some special requirements. I think there's some stuff with the lighting. Unless you take the board and everything out, I don't know, it might still be the case. And Jason, the train freak, could be somebody to ask about that. Or just email soundtracks, because I know there is something to do with that. You might have to put like one of those, what is it, those buddy boards or whatever the hell they call them. What was the name of that? Decoder Buddy? Yeah, Decoder Buddy. I have to put one of those in or something to switch over. Don't know for sure. Yeah. Yeah, I would definitely have a tractor. I see they have electric or battery operated ones. I just don't know that the battery would last long enough to really do anything. I don't know. I could be 100% wrong. I've had a neighbor down the street that has had an electric lawnmower. You got the cord and just dragging the cord around with them. My luck, I'd cut the cord every time I mowed. So here you, Dave. I was planning on making them my last present for a while until I buy enough track to make a loop and siding. But Anthony made an announcement on a run of GM50, the golden chassis. Yeah, well, that's cool. Never been a big fan of that one. I don't know why. Always thought it looked weird. It looked kind of weird. You ain't right. Something wrong with you, Daryl. Anybody buy the F-38 heavy duty 3D printed flat car off the guy on eBay? I have not. I'm not sure I even know I've seen that. So, hey, Rick. It's good to see you over the weekend, last weekend as well. Been a while. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think they do have a video. I'm sure. It's not scale trains. It's ESU. So they do something with their decoders and stuff. And like, even if you buy DCC ready, you can't just drop the chip in it. You got to put the whole board in. like a PMP8 or whatever. So I'm not 100% sure. I've never done it. I don't mind the ESU. When I buy them with the scale trains, it's just by the time you change everything out, you're that much more expensive. And to me, it's not that big of a deal. But anytime I've added like a decoder to a locomotive, I usually go with the Tsunami sound. Hey, Robert Sacco, how you doing, Robert? It's a nice video from was it Saturday night at the club? Running your dad's Santa Fe, the blue goose or spruce, whatever they call that thing. So that was pretty nice. So I've been married for 40 years, so don't need a hoe. Oh my God, you guys just went off the rails. This is not Jim Tedesco show, and this is not Trackside Monday, Off the Rails Monday or whatever. Okay, Steve, good to talk to you, man. Thanks for popping in. Oh boy, this guy. How you feeling, man? You home? Artie was apparently in the hospital over the weekend or for a day or two. Didn't realize it, but Tammy went up and made an announcement just letting me know he wasn't going up Saturday. And he was doing okay, but he was had to go into the hospital. Some breathing problems or something, if I remember what she said. Take care of yourself, buddy. Oh, shit. Yeah, the nurses got tired of them trying to grab their asses, I think. They threw them out. Yeah, Blue Goose steam engine, one of his pride and joys, yeah. Yeah, that's a hell of a nice set there. That's the nice thing about having a club, You could run all those long trains that you have. You could keep running Dad's stuff too. So kind of keep his memory alive in that aspect, So how you doing with the teardown? I know you're at least getting ready to start tearing down his old layout. Covering, get the virtual nurse attending to my needs at home. Nah, I don't know. I guess it could be your show, but Off Track Money is on my. I always get the name wrong. They all know what I mean. You guys are so popular now. Everybody knows, even Mike. And bad breathing issue, yeah. Probably keep the issue in them, but I'll use that video as references if I decide to try and switch them over. Yeah. Well, I mean, look, for me, it's just a matter of economics where, you pay, just round it up to 300 a piece, round it to 300 a piece with the ESU and sound, and they have the Keep Alive and all that stuff already built in. So if you get the DCC ready, you're not even saving $100. Then you got to spend 100 something on the Tsunami, Keep Alive if you want Keep Alive, speaker, all that stuff. So you're over what you would pay if you just were to buy it outright with everything in it. Now, if you just hate ESU that much or dislike it and you like Tsunami that much more, then that's what you do. I like them both. I actually like the soundtracks a little better, but like I said, it's just kind of an economics thing. And then I don't have to do the work, putting all that shit in there. Because if you're going to switch it over to soundtracks, like you were saying, you can't just pop the new chip in. You have to change the whole board and everything out. So you're soldering, and which I could do it. It's just time consuming. I have no problem doing all that stuff. Just taking the time to do it. Hey, Thomas Grassi, how you doing, bud? Who's on tomorrow, by the way, for Cab Crew? It's like the 5th week, isn't it? You guys doing anything special for tomorrow, or is anybody doing the show tomorrow? Yeah, that's the plan. Dad's layout is about 80% down. It's been hard to bring myself to finish. I bet. But hey, let me know if you got any of that track you were talking about. I mean, let me know what you want for it or whatever. Not that I've been in a hurry to buy any track or anything, but I'm kind of waiting until you're ready to do what you're doing. Oh, there. See, there you go. If I just read a couple lines past my speaking. I don't know. You can't. No soundtracks, nothing custom. That's the nice thing about ESU. You can if you have a programmer. So yeah, just get with me whenever, Robert, and figure out what you want for it and shipping and all that kind of craziness. I appreciate it. Hate how I'm getting it, but I appreciate you offering it up. So, just out of curiosity, Kyle, what's wrong with the ESU? Issue is good, but I like the Tsunami sound decoders also. Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, for me, it's just the economics of the fact that by the time like I just got done saying, by the time I buy the DCC ready and buy everything I want in it, because I liked the issue, at least with the scale trains, it comes with, with the I call it keep a current keeper, keep alive, whatever the hell you want to call it, the capacitors and all that stuff in it. So when I install one on my own, I always add it. None of my turnouts are powered, so I like to have the keep alive, and I don't have any issues. To buy the Soundtrack's current keeper, I think it's, $25-$30. So I am looking into doing just capacitors. I have a small switcher that I'm trying to do something with. It's kind of ticking me off. I had a bug that blocked my sinus. I cut MDF wood without a mask and clogged my airways. It was scary. Ambulance came in the nick of time, too. Oh, thank God for that. Yeah, man, gotta be careful. Here, you all the way. Yeah, because wasn't I at one time, didn't I buy a couple soundtracks off you when you were switching stuff over? Or you had offered them up and I didn't need any at the time or something. I don't remember, but I know you were looking to sell some. This has been a while back when you decided to go with strictly ESU and everything. I know Jason's going to be switching. The train freakers are going to be eventually switching over to all blue NAMI. So I told him, well, hey, give me first dibs, man. I'll buy some of those old Tsunami 2s off you or whatever you got. Because I have plenty of older, like Atlas and stuff that I would love to upgrade to a better sound, to a sound decoder. They don't have sound or anything. Mike and James are on Cab Crew Wednesday. Okay. No, thank you. Hey, Matt Osterberry. How are you, Matt? Good evening. Yeah. Like I said, I like ESU. I like Tsunami soundtracks. I keep calling it Tsunami. It is the company of soundtracks. Nurses were warned about you. Yeah. They all drew straws to see who drew the short straw. They gave him the short old chubby Hungarian woman that don't take no shit. I appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, like I said, everything I need still is for sidings and yards. So it doesn't have to be all like brand new stuff. In fact, I don't think I was going to even look at buying any new stuff. Well, unfortunately with your dad, but anyways, I was going to look at buying used stuff. I don't know how else to word it. It's just not a good situation. I don't even like the thought of it. I'd rather not be getting the track. and Pop's still be around. He was a good guy. I had the pleasure of meeting him a couple of times. He was a good guy. A lot of fun. It's the only problem I have with the issue is they don't run together with my tsunamis. They just, either the NMRA or both manufacturers work together to have their models run together. Well, I mean, you can. I've done them. It's just like speed matching anything else, man. It's a pain in the ass, but you can. Yeah, for sure. That's just so fine that the particles. You can disable the delayed start on the ESUs. That should help them run together. Yeah, especially the scale trains. They build in quite a bit of momentum in the beginning, or with startup and everything. Sometimes even with two scale trains from a different run. Sometimes you get them out of the box and they're running together, and other times they like to fight each other just enough. Like I that run, the last run of the AC 4400s. Two of them ran well together. The third one kind of was not. So I had to beat it into submission. They run together now. Raining up here. Already got enough water already. Live in a Great Lake state. Yeah, no doubt, man. I hope this ain't going to be the whole damn summer, man. You know what I mean? I don't mind some rain, but geez. Or it ends up raining like every weekend or on my days off. And then when I'm working, it's nice or nicer. That's annoying. It's very annoying. I don't like it. Hey, Raymond Anthony. Markland Digital is what I use from my Markland HO. Yeah. Now, can you use like something different than Markland? Or they have like specific, just Markland? Because is it Markland? What? Artie, what is it that Anthony runs? Is it Markland? Because it's got that track, that weird track. It has the like the third rail, the invisible third rail down the middle. I guess it's a third rail. Is that Markland? Hey, when's he coming? Is it the end of the week? Him and Joyce? What his hazard that is. Especially that MDF is so fine. Dust from it. Jason, know about the tsunami and all that stuff. Still new in the DCC world, okay. Don't matter to me. I don't know. I missed something somewhere while I was yapping. Yeah, the Soundtracks is a great product. Like I said, I usually install the Soundtracks when I do my own install. I think it's just because I understand it enough. Then I got my buddy Jason, who's just an awesome guy that will answer questions if I run into a problem. There's been a couple of installs I've done where I've been like, damn it, what am I doing wrong? And just boop, boop, change that CV and then this CV and I'm done. But he knows it. He's a certified installer and he knows it. So, Nurse Ratchet. Nice. And if you want Jason to install them for you, use Crooked Savings as a code when you email him, and you'll get 10% off of his install cost. So that's still going on. Yeah, Jim, I got to call him. I meant to do that today. They changed their website. Well, first I was having issues with it, but then there's a couple other guys that have them. So I was able to use one of the other ones, but not mine or different. Like I had Engineer Hall is the guy. He has a code, Engineer Hall. Maybe that one will work. I don't know. Of course, Vinny has his code. Vinny's was working, but I couldn't get mine to work or Engineer Hall's. Then they changed their whole website, and then it wasn't even there to put a code in. And now that's back, but now my code ain't working. So I'm going to have to call them again. Because I talked to Bob before all this, and he said it's active, and, he didn't know why I was having trouble with it. Looking forward to using the purple hat from IOTT to speed match my locos. It will speed match anything, even with different motors. What is IOTT? Purple hat. I don't think I've seen that. But that's awesome. Is that like a whole new system or something, or a different system? Or is that something that's compatible with like NCE or Digitrax or... Hello, Heath, by the way. I figured I'd see you over the weekend, last weekend, for the meet and greet. You didn't make it up. I saw Jerry. Jerry was up there. He came up Saturday. Him, Skolkill was up there. John. You could use ESU with Markland. Well, it's a German company anyways, isn't it? Both of them? So I'm going to measure the building, use my father-in-law building to get the size for track plan to be designed. Okay. Well, that's half the fun, figuring all that out, you know. Yeah. What are you guys kind of in your autumn or fall time now? Artie? Markland, okay. He's got a nice setup too. Anthony Dodge. Watch it, Dwight. Just watch it. Hey, Freddie, how are you, man? Anthony uses Markland with the Motorola decoders. Okay. Markland Digital. Marlin. From Scale Trains, Marlin. Listen up my purple hat, IOTT speed profiling car. I just put out some new software and I'm trying it out. Looks promising. Yeah, I don't know anything about that. This Joyce coming to visit. That's all he cares about. I don't care if Anthony comes. Yeah, Friday morning about 6:30. I got to get out of bed at 4 to go get him. What, did you got to go up to Sydney to get him, or where's he flying into? Yeah, let somebody else be the guinea pig. Figure it out. Markland uses two different kind of decoders, their own and lens. All right. Yeah, I don't know anything about those foreign manufacturers. Probably ESU. You'd be able to do custom stuff like that. I know you can do custom sounds. Like you can do your own recording and upload it in there. Somehow, I don't know how. I have the program, right? I just don't know like much about it. Yeah, probably. Well, I mean, like I could skip down through everything and yeah, that'd be nice. Local net, that's a Digitrax thing, right? Hey, no worries, man. I'm behind as all get out, so you're probably ahead of me anyways, Wilmer. Same here with you, Robert. See, I need you guys on my show. Need to be a three-way over here, three people. I can't keep up. I'm gonna have to put this on slow motion or something. Slow you guys down. And you see, I had emailed them about it when everything when they changed the website. Hey, there's nowhere to put the code in anymore. He said, well, they're still working on upgrading it. Now, the other day, the line is back that you can add codes, but it wouldn't take any of the codes that I know. Internet of Toy Trains, Hans. Okay. So I don't know what's going on with it. And I forgot to call him. I'll have to try to get a hold of him maybe Thursday. So oh, that's for that system. Okay. Well, as you guys all know that do live streams, you know how easy it is to get behind. So I don't know why you guys keep bugging me about it, giving me grief. You guys know that's my thing. Jim goes on rants, and I go minutes and half an hour behind all the time. Kyle Stevens, CV 124 to 16 should remove the delay. At the momentum, like in the beginning, like when they first start moving, Dave. Try winter. It's winter now? Well, maybe. Because we're not officially in the summer yet. We're still in the spring. Memorial Day is the unofficial start to the summer, but it's not officially summer. River Eastern, Purple Hat is a computer that rides on a flat car and counts the rotation of magnets on the axles. So you got to put magnets on your axles? Yeah, you guys are getting way too high tech. I don't know. I'm just happy the damn things run, at least some of the time. Like I ditched my button board over there on my co-op because I was having all kinds of issues with the toggles. I don't know what happened, but all the LEDs still work because they're all hooked up to the tortoises. But I just ended up using the switch 8 and then use the controller, turn the turnouts like I do all the other turnouts. That was the only one that I decided to try the button board on, and it was fine. And it just started acting up, and I quit working altogether. So I must have had something shorting out in there. It's the only thing I can think of, and I just haven't had the time or the desire to pull the panel out and rewire it. Well, it does work with anything that can connect to JMRI. The benefits of using it with LocoNet is pretty awesome. Again, I don't have LocoNet, so. Hey, Dirk, how you doing, buddy? Yeah, no 10% off on that too. If you want them to design for you, Crooked Savings in your email to them, just put it in there. If you don't remember the code, just say you want to use Dave's code. Save yourself 10%. Why not? I use anybody's code I can. You know, why not? You can save 5%, 10%, whatever it is. Hey, Hobbies expensive enough. And even if it covers the shipping, even like that 5%, if I ever get it fixed, the Yankee Dabbler, I mean, it usually covers most of your shipping, or some of it, anyways. But there's other companies that use it, yeah. Well, I know it's not an NCE thing. I don't think you could use it with NCE. So, but I'm happy enough with NCE. Wow, 42. Nice. Get them, Grandpa Rails. We said let it run the train instead of using it as kind of a dummy. I missed Yeah. Listen, man, it's a lot. Believe me, it's a lot. And I've lost momentum several times. Lost my mojo. But it's summertime, so I got accomplished over the winter what I wanted to by getting the second level in. And the bench work was already in, but I got all the track laid, except for my yards, and that's okay. I still have to cut that diamond in. I forgot about that. I got the diamonds. I just, Jim always rants. Summer in Texas. Yes, sir. It's been a strange year, man. What are those emojis? It's an engineer. Yeah, it cooled off here. It was nice. all weekend. Been nice weather, temperature. It's kind of on and off rain. Single locomotives. Yeah, I usually run them in pairs. Sometimes I'll run more. Several trips already this year and had to pick and choose, and unfortunately I could not take the additional time off. Yeah. Yeah, that's okay. I mean, I get it. But I'm just used to seeing you there. You know, maybe next time. Since I didn't get to go, I didn't get to go last year. I'm still kind of sore over that. Yeah, Heath's code is awesome, man. I love his code. I use the Iron Planet, and I start there, even with my own codes. I kind of start there, and if I can find it, because of what Ryan has good prices there usually, anyways, and then with the 10%, and the free shipping, you really can't beat it. Hey, real artist. You finally all packed up and everything, or you still got to pack? I know the railroad's basically down, but Mike. Dakota Pro working with NC. Listen, man, I just finally got into Dakota Pro thanks to Robert, the Flying Crow, and I've been running switch lists. Pretty much is all I've been doing with JMRI. It's been fun. I've been having fun with it. I didn't know they had a new system. Oh, gotcha. That was what the emojis were. Yeah, installing a loop. Loop for what? 22 inches, too tight. Space to go any larger. I've been using that Model Masters. Is that what it's called? Is it Model Air? I like to use through the airbrush. What powders do you guys like? I'm gonna get some better powders. I know Robert uses. Is it powder we were using last week? I can't think of the name of it, but it's in the tall rectangular container. Stormy Sky in here. Hey, Stormy. Steve, how's it going? I'm behind as usual, so. Yeah, I kind of wouldn't mind tweaking it a little bit. I feel like it tends to clear too many things out. Like, I don't know. Sometimes I don't want to clear everything out. Like it'll clear a whole industry out instead of just switching out like a car or two, But then I'll go over to the co-op where you would think it would take a whole string of loaded or empties out, and it only does a few. So there got to be a way to tweak it. Maybe I'll have to get on with you, maybe Thursday or something if you're not too busy. Since I won't be doing my Thursday morning show, like I said, I'm going to stick to that summer schedule where when I have On Track Tuesday, the fourth week of the month, I'm not going to do the Thursday show. So you guys could all sleep in on Thursday this week. Vallejo, that's one I use, Vallejo. It's like the Model Air or whatever I use in the airbrush. You like the pan pastels. I was thinking of those, or that was the one that Robert was just using last week when he was weathering. He'll answer me. I'll get down to the bottom here. Is it AIM? I've heard of AIM. Yeah, okay. No, I bought some off of this guy I buy decals off of on eBay, Dave's Decals. He has some weathering powders, and they're decent. Don't get me wrong, but I bought like a starter pack with a bunch of different colors and that in them, and they work out okay. But I'm almost out of them, so I'm kind of looking to replace them with something more like larger containers, and you know what I mean. Yeah, there's got to be a way to change it. It's I don't know. Like I don't want to clear like a whole string of cement hoppers. I mean, I would rather clear out one track. Like maybe I just don't have it worded right. Like I have one track that's a loading track, so empties will go on that track. The other track's loaded cars. So like I'd like it to pull the loaded cars out, move the empties in, then drop off, or take the loads and drop the empties. Like move them from the other track. Does that make sense? Bragged. I don't know. Now, what do you guys use for like a clear coat? Do you use like testers, or do you just use like something from like Krylon or whatever, Rust-Oleum? You know what I mean? Or is there like is there some kind of, I'm asking because I'm not a big airbrush guy. I'm just kind of starting to get a little bit more and more into it. Is there a sealer that you can use through the airbrush when you're done with all your work? That's it, Monroe. They got nice, like, big jugs of it, or not jugs, but containers of it. It probably last you forever. Operations Pro, but there's a lot of tweaking to make it do what you want. Yeah, I know. And I was having a total issue. Like it was having me pick up a car, but it wasn't giving me a destination, and I couldn't figure it out because it was working when Robert left here. And I must have changed something somehow. And him and I were on StreamYards for a couple hours, huh, Robert? And finally figured out that I didn't click a destination or some destination button to show in the printout, or in the where you can review your list. It wasn't showing any destinations. So I clicked that button, and it took us forever to figure out what the heck I had done. Name is under Monroe Models. Well, that's cool. I'd like to get some new powders. I just got to get better at weathering. I need to get something like just a nice quick method, that just a basic weathering and something light. I get heavy handed, man. I don't know what it is. Hey Bernard, good to see you last weekend as well. Matt, AIM is now Monroe. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I'll have to go in and look at that. Like honestly, I haven't really delved into it too deeply. It's just something I've been noticing the last few switch lists that I've done. I feel like it's just been clearing out. Like, see, I have an off layout, like I call it off layout storage or whatever. So sometimes it sends everything there at the end of a switch list when I get back to my main yard. Well, there's industries at that main yard. I don't want to go everything to storage, but it's like I'll come back to the yard, say like with 10 cars, and probably 7 or 8 of them are going into off layout storage, which is nice. It keeps things like turning, so I'm going through my cars. I'm not always running the same stuff, which is kind of nice, but I'd rather not do as much of that. It's also bringing in a lot of cars from off storage. or off site, So I've been trying to like use those as like an arrival train, like, I let it run around a few times, whatever, like it's coming from somewhere to that yard. And then, from there it gets, the local takes it, kind of thing. But, I've been having a lot of fun with it though, So it's pretty cool. Big show tomorrow night at 7:30 on Mini Prince Channel with Rapido Trains and a CN Rail employee who will teach us about slugs and removing control ops. Oh, and remote control ops. Never removing, remote. Well, that's pretty cool. Dr. Mini. Most clear coats will work. You just need to be careful with some lacquer clear coats because they will melt the decals. Yeah, I've also noticed you got to watch. You definitely have to do do them in very light coats because I've had it kind of, not just the decal, but even the paint. If you get too heavy, it'll start to crinkle the paint. Had that happen. I couldn't fix it. I had to strip the whole damn locomotive down. You guys will see my locomotives. It's not like a simple one shot of colored paint and you're done, It's a lot of freaking taping and masking, and then all the stripes that separate the two colors. Those are decals. That's a pain in the ass. They come out looking real good if I don't mind saying so myself, but it's going to give you a one slug to play with. Yeah. It's true. Once you seal it, it don't come off. So, trains that specifically switch cars off the layout that are separate than the trains that work the yards and industries. Yeah. Well, for me, it would be like my CSX, big train would be the one to bring that in to the yard. And then I run the CR&E local around the first level. Anyways, I don't have much going on up top other than the main lines in. I don't have any industry in yet. So once I get that all in, I can set up the second level. I guess I could set it up now just to run up there, come back, But once I get industries up there, then I'll be able to take it from the bottom up to the top industries, take it to the CSX yard, break things down, or take it to on layout storage because I have a staging yard up top. So maybe I'll do that more so than the off layout bins. Yeah, I don't think I've had the decals really as much trouble with the decals as I've had. It screwed up my paint a couple times, but I think I got too heavy-handed with it. Like I sprayed too heavy of a coat. I get impatient, man. Even when I think that's my problem why I get heavy-handed on the weathering, because when I airbrush, I don't see it right away. You know what I mean? It takes some layering. I hate waiting. So I end up hitting it too heavy, and then then it's too late. It's already too heavy. Is it ironic for you to say you have a big show tomorrow? What is big to you? Well, I'll tell you, them guys were hilarious with the rail fan. We're sitting there eating right next to the tracks the restaurant was, and we're out on the deck eating. It's Friday and Saturday night. And having a good old time. And then you hear the gates go down, and it was like a bunch of little kids, man. Everybody goes running to the tracks with their cameras and everything. Train. Yeah, it was fun. Bernard was like the first one off the deck. Yep, it is. It's intermodal up there. Sorry, it's hard to see. Even if I turn the camera up, you're not going to see it. I need to bring the camera up at a higher level. It's rain in Wisconsin this spring. Hopefully all is well with you. Yeah. We've got quite a bit of rain. I hope it kind of, slows down. I hate when the summer's all rainy. I don't mind some rain, but rain at night or rain on my days that I'm working. Train leaves staging yard. Does it return to it if through freight or piggyback? Train leaves staging. Does it return to it through freight or piggyback? I haven't thought that through yet. I don't know. That's something I have to figure out. I guess, like some of my staging is probably going to be like my through freights. I have the intermodal yard for my intermodals. And then I don't really have anywhere for like crude oil to go, like an actual industry setup where I don't have a mine or anything for all my coal cars. So I figured those would just be through freight. Same thing with like my intermodals, not intermodal, auto racks, that kind of stuff, piggybacks. I mean, I have a good size layout, but I don't have enough room for all that. That's a good point. That's a good point. If you're talking to me, I don't know. This is a Logitech 920, 926 or 22. 922, I think it is. Train, yeah. Dabble, do you? I know. Hey, Pete. How you doing, man? Thunderstorms for you. Double specs. Make us look small. Yeah. Well, you see where we went rail fanning when you were here, man. That, I mean, you're like right on the tracks, too, there. We weren't quite that close over the weekend when we were at that restaurant up in Reading, but it was close. The parking lot was between the building and the tracks. Hey, Christian. Yeah, I mean, I do. I mean, I make sure that it's spraying and it's spraying and not sputtering or spittering. You know what I mean? Not getting spatter. But like, I don't know. Once I get it on the model, it's like I get in. I think I just get impatient. There's the problem. I know I'm not great with like aiming and stuff, and you know, it's a decent airbrush, but it's not like what is it like? Is it Posh or what's the name of those? Like the fancy ones. I don't know how to adjust the spray, like how much you get out. I'm not sure how to do all that stuff. So I'm kind of getting like more of a wide spray, and there's got to be a way to adjust it. I mean, it's a dual action, but it's just trying to adjust how far back I pull it as far as how much paint comes out, I guess. So, I mean, definitely takes some practice. But, you know. Yeah, speak for yourself, Hardy. Yeah. And like you said, I mean, you get so close to them there at Berea that you're like, I mean, the wind like whips through you. Same thing out at Deschler, man. You're right there next to the tracks. I mean, God forbid if something came off the track or was hanging off of a car, man, it'd kill you. You know, no doubt. What are you laying for track code? Yeah, I'm all code 100 here. I'm not going to get into all that. That's what I started with. That's what I had plenty of, and I wasn't going to start over and replace all that. Too expensive. Yeah, I use Atlas Flex Track and Pico turnouts. I have a few Atlas turnouts, the big, long, curved ones. But, yeah. Well, thanks. Yeah, this is a Logitech, I guess it's called. I think it's a 922. Does that make sense? So I have some cheapy ones I use like just to show around the layout. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. I get on my nerves. They're not as good quality, but they're you get the idea. But I use this as my main camera. So I'm going to take the express train to Union Station. Yeah, we planted just some flower boxes. We didn't plant like a garden or anything. Thin the paint more. Yeah, I mean, I thin it to like a skim milk consistency. That's what I've always heard people say. So, hey, Steve 87th. Nah, I just wing it. I mean, I'm not upset with the results. It's heavier than I wanted it. You know what I mean? So they're SD40s, so they're older, so it's okay if they're more weathered, but still, I'll get better at it. I haven't practiced that much, with the airbrush. So I get like on a whim. I just decide I want to do it, and then I'll do it, and then I put it aside forever, and then I'll do it again for a long time. Just kind of, kind of is what it is. Or I'll watch a video of somebody weathering, and I get it, I feel confident that I can do that. That don't look that hard, and then I'll try it, So that's kind of what happened with these. I was watching a video of a guy that was weathering some ES44s or no, they were AC 4400s, and I liked the results he got, and so picked up the supplies he was using as far as paint colors and stuff, and then that's what I tried. And I'll show him. I'm not touching them. I gotta let them finish trying. I use some what do you call it? The weathering washes and stuff. And so I'm letting those dry real good before I call it done and seal everything up. And, Yeah, Pete, there's one running up top. You can't hardly see it, though. Camera's not in the greatest spot for it. It's hard to see up top. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's most of what you see anymore. There's double stacks. Willow Creek Industrial Spur. Hello. Welcome. Oh, is that right? Oh, thanks. Yeah, I figured kind of got the dark CSX blue look to it. I like blue anyways. And different than, black. And a lot of people go with black. Black is fine. But I figured the blue would be dark enough and kind of, the walls are gray, ceiling's white. So I figured it all kind of goes nice together, I think, anyways. Okay, Floyd. Yeah, I got to go too, honestly. I go to bed here. 9 o'clock, I'm usually in bed by. I got to work tomorrow morning. Yeah. Well, that's, I thin it out so it comes out of the airbrush good without clogging everything, and I actually strain the paint. Because I'll still use like craft paint and stuff, mix it up real good, and I strain it. and then I don't have any problems with it. Real fine strainers, and takes any of the little particles that you can't get mixed. Man, that's true, Dave. That's very true. Hey, Delmarva, how you doing today? Daryl's still in there hanging out. Yeah, that's true. And it's like a lot of times, even when I'm doing scenery, I'll take pictures as I'm going, and because you don't catch it all the time with the naked eye, but when you take a picture and you zoom in, you can see, oh, I missed a spot there, or maybe I should add something here, and you step back and look at it. Sometimes you still don't see it until you look at it through the camera, True color matches paint. Good. Thanks, James. Yeah, thanks, Pete. Yeah, it's I don't know the name of the color. I kept the swatch. I just figured I'd need it for something, touch ups or something eventually. And I can't remember the name of it though. It's like Midnight or something it's called, or something like that. Baseboard, yeah. Yeah, I got the Jesse shirt on tonight. One of these times I'll have to pull out some of my Jesse stuff and run it just because I can, because I have it. Hey, Tammy, I have to actually go eat dinner still. I got back too late to do that before a show. Hey, Anthony. Georgia Sunbelt. How was your weekend? The kids still here or did they head home? You getting that bush removed off your face already? Yeah, I know, Steve. Hey, man, 4 o'clock comes early. Comes quick. What can I say? What can I say? You're 3 hours behind me. We got Washington. You and Daryl, you're only looking at what, 5:15 now? So dinner time for you guys. What's that, the beard? Well, yeah. Well, I appreciate all you guys coming in. Like I said, I do have to get going. And so, yeah, I won't be on Thursday morning. Everybody left today. Okay. Well, that's good. Hope you had a good weekend with everybody. Sure, there's a lot of good food and laughs. Moustache. Yeah, I'm usually up by 4:15. I usually try to roll out of bed. Start at 5:30, but I get up and take my time, get ready, shower, all that stuff. Thanks, Joe. Go to bed. Yeah. Let me sign my wife. Go to bed. Leave me alone. Yeah, everybody have a good week. Try to catch you guys tomorrow night. Mike and Jim are doing the Cab Crew Wednesday. And then Jim Tedesco Thursday afternoon, dinner time, evening, 6 p.m. Thursday. Don't know which Canadians on Thursday night this week. No, thanks for coming in, Dirk. All you guys. And Friday's kind of I don't know who's doing Fridays anymore. Losing days now. Yeah, well, with them having off yesterday for a holiday, it's like everything, the whole week's off. Late again, no, sorry, anyone. Nah, that's okay. Appreciate you coming in, anyways. Not sure who's doing a Thursday night show. All right, well, we'll figure it out. All right, guys, I will talk to you all later. Till next time, we'll be back to Wilmer next Tuesday. Start all over again. June. Wow. So, Artie, are you going to be doing a stream Saturday or anything? Are you going to be up? Have Anthony live with you at your house? Well, I'm sure he'll post if he's going to go up. Not normal stream this weekend. Okay. All right. Well, sounds good. Enjoy your visit with them. And we will talk to you guys next time. So have a good week, and we'll catch you out there in the other live streams. So bye for now.